Today I'm going to read The Brand New Creature. It was written and illustrated by Gemma and Tiffany Beek. One morning, I decided to find a crocodile. I was bored with the chicken that scratched and strutted about the yard. I was bored, too, with the fat, lazy cat that stretched itself out and stayed asleep all day in the sun. Now, I had never seen a crocodile, nor any other wild creature, but I knew that a crocodile would be much more fun to play with than a chicken or a cat. The sun was shining brightly when I left the garden and set out on my search. I walked and walked for many miles before I met anything at all. And then I saw a creature with a long, scaly body of beautiful colors. It was wrapped around and around the branches of a tree. "Excuse me," I said, "but are you a crocodile?" The creature stared at me and whispered softly, "No, for a crocodile cannot slither and slide as smoothly as I can." "Then I'm sorry to have bothered you," I said. Soon, I came to 4 slender, patchy brown and cream legs. I looked up and saw that these tall legs belonged to a creature with a very long neck. It bowed its head to listen as I asked politely, "Excuse me, but are you a crocodile?" The creature blinked its long eyelashes slowly. "No, a crocodile is not nearly as tall as I am, and it does not have such a pretty pattern." "Then I'm sorry to have troubled you," I said. Next, I met a golden creature with a thick brown mane all about its face. "Excuse me," I asked politely, "are you a crocodile?" The creature looked offended, and he gave a low growl. "Certainly not," it roared. "I'm far more handsome than a crocodile, and far more important." "I'm sorry to have troubled you," I said. The next wild creature that I met was covered with black and white feathers. Its body seemed too big for the skinny pink legs that held it up. "Excuse me, but are you a crocodile?" I asked politely. "Me? A crocodile? Oh, no. It flapped its wings and said, "How could I possibly be a crocodile when I am covered with fine feathers? You silly child." "I'm sorry to have troubled you," I said. I kept walking until I met another creature. I had to try hard not to laugh, because this was the strangest looking creature I had seen all day. It had such a funny shaped snout for a nose. "Excuse me," I asked, "are you a crocodile?" The creature looked at me and sadly grunted, "No, a crocodile is not as ugly as I am." "I'm sorry to have troubled you," I said. After a while, I met an enormous creature. It had wrinkly gray skin and a very long nose. "Excuse me," I said, "but are you a crocodile?" The creature gave a great snort. "What? Me? A crocodile? Certainly not. I am much stronger than a crocodile." "Well, I'm sorry to have troubled you," I said. Now, by this time, I was tired and thirsty, and I was pleased to find a pool of cool water. I sat down and drank, and I thought about all the wild creatures that I had seen that day. Each one of them was different from the chicken and the cat, but none of them was a crocodile. After a while, the sun began to go down. I got up sadly from the pond and began my long, lonely walk home. But just then, I saw a shiny white egg laying in the red dust. I crouched down to look at it more closely, and then crack! The egg broke apart, and out crawled a brand new creature. Its brand new body was green and bumpy, and its brand new face had a long, flat snout. It had 4 brand new feet and 1 long, pointed brand new tail. It smiled its brand new smile at me. I don't suppose you would know what a crocodile looked like, I asked. The brand new creature laughed in its brand new voice and said, "No, I do not know. I am a brand new creature. I know nothing at all." And then I began to laugh too. It was a long journey home, but it did not seem so very far because my brand new friend came with me all the way.